Hi everyone and welcome to Homerino Collectibles, where today we're going to be taking a look at the Marvel Legends Avengers Infinity War Thor from the Cull Obsidian wave. If you want to get Marvel Legends for yourself, you can do so at Big Bad Toy Store. There's a link in the description below. If we flip it round to the back, you can see the promo image of Thor, which just looks derpy and just not as good. So I'm really happy that the figure itself did actually turn out better than whatever that is. Because that certainly ain't Chris Hemsworth. Here's all the other figures in the wave. I think it is a really, really strong wave of characters and essential for any Infinity War lineup. So let's go ahead and crack this thing open and take a closer look. And here we have Thor out of the packaging. This guy stands 7 inches tall. And just take a look at that head sculpt. That is Chris Hemsworth. That is just so amazing. I love these movie sculpts that are doing now with the digital rendering and how it's just so perfect. Absolutely amazing from every angle, this thing. I just want to mention on the back of this guy, he has a little bit of flash on the back right there. That shouldn't be there, but you can just cut that off, no problem. It's just a little bit sticking up from the molding process. That's not a worry at all. I mean, this guy just looks super menacing and really, really nicely detailed, but it's not without its flaws. And I don't mean quality control flaws, I just mean I would have liked a bit more paint in certain areas. But first up, let's take a look at the accessories. Now, obviously, here we don't see him with like an interchangeable head with longer hair or anything, or we don't see him with a helmet and blah, 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 blah. The only accessory that we do get, and the only accessory that we really need, is Stormbreaker. So obviously Thor lost Mjolnir in Ragnarok, and so we get this absolute beauty. I do prefer his original hammer, but you know what? This thing looks absolutely badass, and I'm super happy to have one. Detail on this is fine. Obviously, all of this is just meant to be brown because it's just Groot's arm, and then that's meant to be silver. So that is basically, you know, as good as you would need it to be. This electric piece, as you can see, wraps around. You can move it to however you want. So you can put that bit around there like so and have it up there. You can swivel it around and have that coming up the front, or you can have it all across the side. You can put it at the top. You can bring it down. You could attach this to Thor's wrist and make it look like he's shooting lightning from his hands. So you can obviously use this, maybe even you could wrap this around a character that Thor is hitting, or maybe put it around like a character's leg or something and have it as Thor is, you know, shocking them with the lightning and it's shooting down them or whatever. There's so much that you can do with this accessory piece, this light blue translucent electricity lightning piece. I think it's an absolutely awesome accessory, just like the weapon. So that is perfect. So accessory-wise, perfect. You know, we don't expect to get a different head because this is the head that he has in Infinity War. We don't expect to get any different hands because, well, we want to be able to wield this in both hands and we don't really need anything else. So we have 2 gripping hands. That's all good. So if I just bring the camera up a little bit here, we can take a closer look at that head sculpt. And you can even see the scar on the eye there. It is actually painted in a slightly darker tone as well. And the eye itself is actually a lighter colour than the other eye, because obviously that is a fake eye. The armour parts on the arms over here, they look really, really nice. It should be coming across on camera. I'm not sure if it's molded like it or if there is a bit of paint in there, but there is actually a light and a slightly bluish silver in there. I think they are just molded together, and that really, really does give an awesome shading effect without actually putting any kind of like a wash or something in there, which is really, really good. The gauntlets here is one of the things that I think should have had a bit more paint. I think there should be some silver, maybe even some gold or some red, maybe some brown on the straps. I think there should be a lot more paint than just black on those gauntlets. These little pieces right here, these dome things, these lines around the edge do have red in them. These don't, so I don't know if that's accurate or not or what. But these... they are ever so slightly different to the rest of the armor, but I don't think it's enough. I think they need to be a little bit shinier. They should have been probably a bit closer to this just to kind of stand out a little bit more. I know that on this suit they're not super vibrant, but they should have been a little bit more than that to, you know, differentiate from the rest of the armor there, because otherwise it just besides the cape and his arms, he does look kind of bland. Down here at the boots, they've done a great job down here at the boots. You can see there's, I don't know if it's dry brushing or if it's been sprayed on or what, but it's made to look like dry brushing. I'm pretty sure it has just been sprayed. We have some gold on the boots, so obviously they're his gold boots that have been made to look like they have worn down and got dirtier and stuff, so they are darker and more black. So I do love that effect for those kind of shin guards there, and that carries on over to the tops of the boots as well. So that is a really, really nice effect. Would have been nice to have had that done on the gauntlets to make them look a bit more worn and stuff as well. Because obviously he went through all the fighting in Ragnarok and stuff, and then this is his suit now. So it would have been nice to have that a bit more throughout the suit. Maybe some of that gold actually on those buttons, that would look perfect. Because I think they were actually more of kind of like a bronzy, goldy kind of colour as opposed to silver in this film. And now moving on to the cape, we do actually have a little bit of shading within the cape, but obviously you do have all those wrinkles as well. So that just really, really accentuates that, brings it out. It looks gorgeous. And then there you see the back, nothing too special over there. As for articulation, he can look all the way up and down, left and right. So, great for flying. The arms come all the way out to the side. This one's a bit stiff. There you go. So all the way out to the side. Whenever you have a stiff joint like that, by the way, like you see me doing, I'm holding the ball joint as well as the arm. I'm not just tugging on the arm. If you just tug on the arm, you'll just pull the arm off and you have to pop that back on. Just always, move at the joint itself if it is stiff. It rotates all the way around. You got the upper rotation at the arm. You got the double jointed elbows, which do move. There you go. That one's stiff as well. All the way. You got rotation and the hinge moving in and out at the wrist. Up here at the diaphragm, it does turn left and right very nice and smoothly. All the way back and a decent way forward considering he's got all that armor on him, so fair enough. And you can even pivot left and right there as well. So really, really great diaphragm movement. The hips, they move out to the side, forward, and even back a little bit. Rotation at the upper part of the thigh. Double jointed knees, and then the feet move up a little bit, they move down. Oh my god, that is really stiff. I don't even want to move that. It moves down, and then you have the ankle pivot. So clearly this is a figure that I need to break in a little bit, but not actually break. He looks absolutely phenomenal. Yeah, this guy looks absolutely fantastic. It's a very iconic look with the short hair, the scar on the eye, and Stormbreaker, of course. I would say it's an absolute must. So thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and give it a like. If you want to see more from me, there's some videos on the screen right now, and also links to my social media in the description below as well. And as always, for more Marvel Legends, go ahead and subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.